Now, this is something I really want to master: taxation of rental income. Because in valuation, especially income approach, this directly affects numbers. But honestly, this looks confusing. Annual value, deductions, municipal value. Can we break it down step by step? Very good. This topic is extremely important because valuation and taxation are closely linked through income calculation. If you misunderstand this, your net operating income will be wrong and valuation will be wrong. So we start from the basics. This comes under income from house property, right? Correct. Under sections 22 to 27, income from property is taxed. Heads of income, income from house property. This applies only when property is rented. Not only that, it applies to let out properties, deemed let out properties like second house not self-occupied. So even if I don't earn rent, I may still be taxed? Yes, under deemed let out concept. Self-assessment. Property owners must self-assess their tax liability as per rules. So calculation responsibilities on owner? Yes. Property tax, municipal tax. Where does municipal tax come into this? Property tax is a recurring local tax and it is important because it is deductible while calculating income. It affects net income and valuation. So higher property tax means lower net income? Exactly. Annual value, section 23. Now this is the most confusing part. What is annual value? Annual value means expected earning capacity of property, not just actual rent. It is calculated as the higher of actual rent received or receivable, fair rent based on similar properties, municipal value, subject to standard rent if rent control applies. So even if I charge lower rent, tax may be calculated on higher fair rent? Yes, that ensures tax cannot be avoided by underreporting rent. Adjustments. Also consider vacancy loss, unrealized rent. So these reduce annual value? Yes. Deductions, section 24. Now after annual value, we apply deductions? Correct. Standard deduction, 30%. Flat 30% deduction is allowed for maintenance, repairs, general expenses. So no need to show actual expenses? Exactly. It is a fixed deduction. Interest on borrowed capital. Interest deduction depends on type. Self-occupied, capped, rupees 2 lakh or rupees 30,000 depending on case. Let out property, fully deductible, no limit. So interest plays a big role in reducing taxable income? Yes, especially in leveraged investments. Net annual value, taxable income. So final taxable income is annual value minus deductions? Correct. That gives net annual value, NAV. Now this is the most important. How does this impact valuation? Very important connection. There are three major impacts. Understand income after deductions. Valuer must understand actual income available after tax and expenses. So not gross rent, but net income matters? Exactly. Accurate NOI projection. In income approach, we use net operating income, NOI. Tax reduces net returns, property tax reduces income. So ignoring tax leads to overvaluation? Yes, absolutely. Income capitalization impact. Lower income, lower value. Also, tax burden affects investor return expectations, influences capitalization rate. So taxation indirectly affects both numerator, income, and denominator, cap rate. Very well understood. Final insight. So if I summarize, annual value determines taxable base. Deductions reduce taxable income. Property tax reduces NOI. Interest impacts net returns. Excellent. Always remember, valuation is based on net income, not gross income. Taxation directly affects investment value. A good valuer must think like an investor and tax analyst together. This makes taxation an essential part of valuation, not a separate subject.